Let's pick up where we left off in the last video and do some work with ad groups. If you watched the first video in this series, you already know that ad groups are containers for sets of highly related ads and keywords. When you created your campaign, you created an ad group, selected some keywords, and wrote some ads. Let's say for the purposes of this video that you created an ad group with only one ad in it. Now let's create another ad and select more keywords for this ad group. On the Ad Groups tab, click the name of the ad group. Click the Ads tab, and then click Create Ad. Then, like you did for the first ad, type the ad title, ad text, and URLs. Remember to include keywords in the ad title and text, as well as a call to action. And of course, always write ads that are as compelling and engaging as possible. Once you're happy with your ad copy, click Save. You can create as many ads as you want within each ad group, but a good rule of thumb is 3 closely related ads per ad group. Now let's move on to keywords. Notice that we are still in the same ad group, and when you click the Keywords tab, you'll see the keywords that you selected when creating the campaign. You add more keywords similar to how we just created the ad. Click Add Keywords. From here, you can either type or paste in keywords on the left, or just give us your website address or your ad group's product or service and we'll suggest keywords for you. If you let us suggest keywords, you can see how they performed over the last month. Then, just click the arrows to move the relevant keywords into the box on the left. When choosing your keywords, consider using a mix of both general and specific terms. For example, for this European destinations ad group, we might choose European vacations and London airfare specials. The general terms tend to get more impressions, while the specific terms usually get higher quality views that are more likely to turn into customers. Also consider using a variety of match types for each keyword. Match types simply determine how closely search queries must match your keyword in order for your ad to display. As you experiment with using match types, here are a couple of things to keep in mind. If you create multiple match types for the same keyword, vary your bids. For example, bid the highest for an exact match, the lowest for a broad match, and somewhere in between for phrase matches. This strategy prevents your more general keywords from competing with your exact match keywords. Also choose match types based on your advertising goals. If wide-ranging exposure is your objective, broad match type is the way to go. This will trigger your ad to display for a variety of searches, even for closely related words and phrases that may not necessarily be in your keyword list. However, if you're concerned less about broad exposure and instead want to target a very specific audience, consider using exact matches. Your ads won't display as often, but when they do, they are more likely to be viewed by customers who are most interested in your product. Remember, finding bids that maximize your ROI will take some experimenting. As you get your campaign and ad groups up and running, you'll want to monitor their performance and tweak your bids as necessary. Now that you've got this first ad group in shape, you'll probably want to create some more. Simply go back to the Campaigns page, and on the Ad Groups tab, click Create Ad Group, and repeat the steps you've learned. To wrap up, let's do a quick recap. When creating and working with your ad groups, make sure they contain only very closely related ads and keywords. 3 ads per group is a good target. Write compelling ads by using keywords and calls to action. And use a variety of keywords and match types within your ad group, making sure they are all closely related to the theme of that ad group. In the next video, we'll look at how to make sure your campaign is active and that your ads are running.